Hello, welcome to Game Programming with Unity. I'm your host, Nicholas Bernhard Zeman, and today I'll be going over the interactive development environment of the Unity software package. A little bit about how it works, what pieces are connected to what other pieces, and we're going to go over the interface, and I'm just going to give you a little guided tour. So what I'm going to do is bring up the Unity environment, and right here I have this projects screen that's here when you start up Unity. Now what it's asking is if you want to open a project that's previously been created or you want to create a new one. In this instance, we're going to create a new project here. So I'm going to click on New Project. I'm going to call this Learning Unity 1. And let's go ahead and click on Create Project. Now the things down here it's asking me, do I want this to be a 3D project or a 2D project? I'm going to choose 3D. And for the entirety of this course, you're going to be working with the 3D engine. The 2D engine is slightly different. So let's go ahead and click on Create Project. Boom. Now what it's going to do is it's going to load up and generate all of this stuff, right? And it's going to create the interface for us. So let's look around a little bit and try to understand what this interface is doing for us. So the concepts of an interactive development environment is that Unity provides you the interactive 3D rendering engine. You can create all kinds of 3D objects. The purpose of this is to allow you to generate your own scripts using a scripting language to control those 3D objects that you can either import or generate inside of Unity. Now, the thing about these interactive development environments is that it's not all encapsulated into a single file. It's a collection of stuff. So down here we have this project directory, and this exists somewhere on your hard drive. Now I can actually right click here and say reveal in my Finder. And what it's showing me is that somewhere in here, there's a folder named Learning Unity 1. And in that Learning Unity 1, there are several other subfolders. We have project settings, and this controls all the basic settings that you created for your project. This is a temp directory. This is where all the builds happen. So any of the interactive code and files that only need to be there while the game is running, they get dumped in this directory, and we don't really do a lot with this directory. We let that take care of itself. All right, library, this is all of the code-based stuff. These are all the pieces and the classes and all of the things that need to be accessed in order for Unity to run properly. And then we have this, and this is where we're really going to be focusing on the assets directory. All right, assets are all the stuff that we collect in games, and we're going to go over that a little bit in chapter 2. But I just want to show you where that directory is. That's where we'll be doing most of our work, where we'll be saving files and where we'll be accessing stuff. So that's the structure of the Unity project. So it's not, like I said, it's not one file. Like a lot of your 3D content creation software like Maya or Softimage or Max will have a single file that contain all of your information in it. In Unity, it's a collection of things inside of a single file. Now that particular file format is called a scene, right? And what we're looking at here, let's go back to our interface. What you're seeing here, and here's a list of the stuff in your scene. What you're seeing is the game scene. So every single Unity file that you have open when you're looking at the interface is in itself a scene. But in that scene, you can have multitudes of collected objects from external assets. So it's kind of just a little bit about how this system works. We're going to go over the interface in the next section. I just want to kind of get an idea of what's happening, where all the pieces to the puzzle are when you open up a Unity instance and you kind of look around and see what's happening inside of this interactive development environment.